Alright my friends, welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew and today I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit more about the T598 from Thrustmaster and if you should pre-order it or not, knowing what we know right now. So basically the T598 is the new Thrustmaster direct drive wheel that is coming to PlayStation 5 on the 19th. Like, you've got just a few more days. Actually, wait, what's today? Today's the 16th, man. So you've got like 3 days until this thing actually launches. And to be completely honest with you, if you're a Thrustmaster fan, these are the people that I think should absolutely pre-order this and potentially like be the first people out there. If you are and if you're wondering, let me tell you guys, Thrustmaster is going to be sending me a review unit. It's probably going to be a little bit later than usual. They just, you know, wanted to get as many out into the stores. I should either get one in November or maybe a little bit, you know, maybe towards the middle of November or something is what they're thinking right now. I'm not, I just barely started kind of like reviewing stuff for Thrustmaster, just in the middle of August. So, you know, they had already had in place the reviewers that were going to be getting them. I don't even know when the embargo is for the other content creators to start talking about it. And to be completely honest, guys, like, it does kind of seem a little weird that nobody's covering it right now, like any of the big guys. But at the same time, it's one of those things where this is literally the future of Thrustmaster is going to be direct drive. I mean, I have the TGT2, and you know, guys, I just with my experience with direct drive wheels, the fact that like you can buy these wheels and they completely radicalize you once you jump on and you start utilizing a direct drive wheel. Just the amount of feedback and like the torque, the instant torque, the steering, you know, like the one-to-one steering, it literally radicalizes you to a point where you're like, oh my gosh, man, I could never go back to a belt-driven wheel, or man, those feel like a toy. Well, that's not completely true. Like, this Thrustmaster TGT2 is a very, very good wheel, and I love it. But direct drive, man, is one of those things where it like it feels so much different in the way it produces like the feelings. And with Thrustmaster's T598, with the fact that harmony is like, you know, like True Force, you know, like the proprietary stuff that Fanatec has, is what these features do, my friends. So my first actual experience with direct drive was with a 15 Newton meter Camus direct drive wheel. Like, this is just, you know, it's like you're like, boom, here you go. See if you can get it figured out. Do whatever, you know, like that. It's almost like that DIY type experience, you know. You're like, okay, cool, this feels great, you know. You get all this feeling and stuff. So Camus had sent that out to me to review on the channel, and about a few months after that, because I felt bad just like pushing this product onto my community, like that being my first time with the direct drive wheel, I decided, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna buy a Fanatec. I need compatibility. I'm playing on Xbox, I'm playing on PlayStation, I'm playing on PC. I need compatibility with everything. And before that, like, I was a Thrustmaster guy, 100%. Like, I was already 3 wheelbases in. I bought a T150, I bought a TMX, and then I bought the TX, and I was like, yeah, this is awesome, you know. And to be completely honest with you, I did the nickel and diming thing myself, you know, like, okay, I'm going to do this. I bought a T150 because I was like, I want to try it. The cat chewed through the freaking pedal cord. So I was like, oh man. So I ended up buying the TMX and then I ended up with the TX. So like, here I was like nickel and diming myself, just buying entry level wheelbases and stuff. And then Camus out of the blue just sends me this direct drive wheel, and I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, this changes everything. This is I was like, you can't convince me that anything is better than this, you know. So I bought the Fanatec DD Pro, and like, oh my gosh, man, the proprietary stuff that's in Fanatec is just Is it worth it? Absolutely. But that wasn't the big thing. That's not the big selling point when it comes to direct drive wheels. Like all of them work. All of them feel good. Like if you played around with the Camus, you'd be like, you'd have the same feeling I had. There's no way that's going to be significantly better than this, because this is already incredible. Like that's like your mindset. You just go into it and it's like, oh my gosh, you just don't care. But then you get the proprietary stuff on top of that. Like when I'm on Assetto Corsa and I'm sitting there in the Fanatec and I turn my wheels before I even start driving and I can feel the pavement through the steering wheel, I'm like, whoa. And then I get on the Camus and it's just like, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. You can't feel nothing. So it's like, you get these extra feelings that at first, they don't really, like it registers. You're like, whoa, this is good. I feel that. And then when you're driving on a track and you're feeling like your tires on the ground as you're moving and you're getting that like little bit of friction and stuff, it's a lot better. Like I feel that sensation better on a belt-driven wheel than I did on my Fanatec DD Pro. But on the Camus, it's not even there. Like it's just smooth. They're like boop doo doo doo. But I mean, there's a little bit more feeling. Well, is what Harmony for Thrustmaster's T598 is going to do is it's going to provide that tactile feeling as well as the direct drive Newton meter force. Like when you're say I'm on like something like the carousel on the Nordschleife. When you're on a direct drive wheel, you'll see it'll bounce your hand. Like when you're going around it, you're like boom, 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 and you'll get like that vibration and that bounce. Whereas on the TGT, it's not as hard as that. I mean, you're just staring around that and you don't really feel that vibration or that bouncing. Whereas you do on a direct drive. So now you got that direct drive. You're getting that bounce that's giving you like that feedback, and you're like, "Ooh, boy, this is exciting." And then on top of that, with Harmony, which is the new tactile hyper like haptic feedback that's going to be produced by the T598 as well, you're going to feel your tires on the ground too. You're going to feel that little extra added tactile feeling on top of that. It's really cool. So the T598 is a 5 Newton meter wheel, which is more than enough. Like seriously, that is actually pretty dang good. Very, very, very good. That's like the sweet spot. That's why I think everybody's coming in at around 5 Newton meters, because that's like the sweet spot for affordability versus, being able to actually produce a significant upgrade over what you're getting on like a belt-driven wheel or with Logitech's gear-driven wheels or anything like that. That's going to be just enough to really push past all of that, but cheap enough to where the masses can afford this. Now, with the 100% overshoot that the T598 produces, that essentially goes from 5 to 10 Newton meters. Like it'll peak from 5 Newton meters, like it'll constant at 5, but then peak to 10. So like when you get in a wreck or when you hit a curb or something like that, like you have that scalability past the 5 Newton meters to be able to continuously give you the effects that you're feeling on track. Now that, my friends, is absolutely incredible. At 8 Newton meters with my Fanatec DD Pro, like crashing and hitting things or hitting bumps or any of that stuff, like you definitely feel those in the wheel a lot more, and the jolt is like, whoa, that's freaking great. Or you can just put your DD Pro on like a linear. There's a linear scale and then a peak scale. The peak scale is going to give you violent, harsh overshoot and stuff like that. Whereas like the just running at linear is going to be like, yeah, you're just going to be able to feel that stuff. It's not going to go above and beyond. It's just going to feel pretty consistent throughout the whole thing. I think most people probably, especially when you're new, probably go with the linear path or whatever. But with the direct drive wheel from Thrustmaster, this T598, guys, is very special. I think the DD Plus from Fanatec, that the 12 Newton meter one, I think that one there is going to have more of that like haptic feedback type stuff in there. These are features that are going to have to be programmed into your games and stuff. So when you get your T598, I would say any game that supports True Force right now will probably end up getting support for Thrustmaster's Harmony and stuff like that. And like, this is pretty cool, man. They're talking about no cogging, which, you know, you can feel the cogging with regular direct drive wheels every once in a while. It'll be like this notchy feeling that you're feeling on the track and stuff like that. But if they can eliminate that completely with the T598, if they can produce haptic tactile feedback through Harmony, which is basically resonance. So the resonance actually you're gonna feel the gear shifting, you're gonna feel the ABS, and you're gonna feel all of these sensations right in your wheelbase, just like the transducer from the Thrustmaster TGT that has a transducer that like on GT7 will let you feel like the gear shifts. It'll let you feel like the engine revs. It produces it takes the game's sound and transforms that into a vibrant or vibration. It turns it into vibrations that are fed back through into your cockpit. So when you're using something like Harmony on the new Thrustmaster T598, the tactile feeling that you're going to be able to get on top of the already impressive, incredible 5 Newton meters of power from a direct drive wheel with that 1-to-1 steering ratio, like, I'm talking 1-to-1, man. You turn your wheels just a little bit and your car's turning. Like, it is very good. Like, if you're a drifter or a rally racer, like, direct drive is absolutely incredible for you. The way that you can spin it, and it feels good. It doesn't feel like there's any like super hardcore resistance from like something that's going to yank you back the other way. I mean, it will if you hit like a wall or something. Yeah, it's obviously going to yank you, but like on the track, you know, like when you're making fast movements and trying to adjust on the fly, very smooth operation. And that's why, you know, a lot of people are out there like, yeah, man, I think that's why a lot of people get radicalized once they get on direct drive. They're like, oh man, the belt and wheel driven things feel like a toy. Even I myself said that. But then I bought the Thrustmaster TGT too, and honestly, guys, I'll be completely honest with you. This wheel right here is my pick for Gran Turismo 7 so far. Like I'm excited for the Thrustmaster T598. Now, obviously, when that comes out, and we start to see, you know, people talking about it and stuff like that, we start to see the support for the games and stuff. We'll have a better understanding. But I mean, at the end of the day, my friends, yes, you should be excited for this. Absolutely. If you want direct drive at an affordable price already inside your Thrustmaster ecosystem, then yes, this wheel is absolutely for you. I definitely recommend buying it. It is compatible with all of your Thrustmaster gear. They've made these products so that they are fully, you know, so they can fully incorporate them right into their already existing ecosystem. So you'll be able to use your wheels. You'll be able to use your pedals. You'll probably have to buy like extra, you know, if you've got like a whole bunch of wheels, like you would probably have to buy like some of the quick releases so that you can get them and stick them on your wheel and stuff like that. They are going to be selling those as a, you know, standalone product, so you can buy those so that you can convert all of your wheels. And, you know, obviously your Thrustmaster TCLMs are just going to hook right up. All of your T3PA Pro, everything is just going to hook right up, right the same way, same freaking jack, everything. Like, you're good to go. You don't really need to worry about any of that. So when you buy these products, or when you pre-order, just know that like you're good. All your stuff is going to work. This is compatible with PlayStation 5 and PC out of the box, like right when you get it. Xbox support is coming early 2025, and they will be selling the standalone base sometime in early 2025. So you can wait if you don't want to have to buy the new pedals, the Raceline pedals. So the Raceline pedals, my friends, these are incredible. They're like fully modular. They're fully modular. They will be coming out with a separate load cell brake pedal that actually you'll be able to plug that right in like you can like with a Fanatec or MOZA or something like that. You'll also have the ability to lift up the springs, change the springs out, move your settings so that you can adjust, you know, the caliber of like the angle of where your pedals are going to be. Like, these are incredible pedals that are supposed to come in under $100, so they're supposed to be fairly they're supposed to be affordable and easy to get a hold of, so that you can, you know, start creating whatever you want with these pedals. They look incredible. The fact that they've got adjustable springs so that you can jump in there and just get like a stiffer brake pedal or maybe a looser freaking throttle pedal or something, that's incredible. Like right out of the gate, definitely something that you should really consider buying the whole kit for. As well as the new racing rim that's coming on this, man, guys. 300 freaking millimeters out of the gate. That right there should tell you everything you need to know about the confidence that Thrustmaster has in this 5 Newton meter wheel. Most of them ship with a 280 millimeter. That's what shipped one on my Fanatec DD Pro, was the 280 millimeter rim. 300 millimeters to me is entry level rally racing. I like the 320 to 330 millimeters for rally racing. It just feels more natural to me and it feels better. I feel like I have a lot more control over my car. You know, I can put my hands in different spots and I don't have to worry too much about it. I've got that leverage if I need, I've got that leverage if I need a slow turn. I've got that leverage if I need a harder, you know, sharper turn. So when I'm looking at that, at the overall package, 5 Newton meter wheelbase with overshoot to 10 Newton meters, 300 millimeter rim, new modular pedals that are going to be like the standard going forward for what sim racing is. It's definitely more powerful than a T300. Absolutely. A TX, it blows those out of the water. Newton meter wise, at 5 Newton meters constant, it is that is a little bit less than the TGT, which is like 6.5 or something like that. The TGT does have the power to like compete. In terms of, you know, this is my thing. If you already have a TGT2, you don't necessarily need to feel like, oh my gosh, this is going to replace me, but it is going to replace it. The T598, the T598 and the T818, these wheelbases will be, you know, replacing the belt-driven wheel. I don't know if Thrustmaster is going to continue to make I don't know if they'll ever continue to improve upon what they already have. It literally, to me, it feels like the TGT2 is literally the top of the line, the best you can get belt-driven wheel. But the future is direct drive. The future is direct drive. I mean, you look at Gran Turismo 7, which is designed around a belt-driven wheel, and like you just kind of lose that translation when it comes over to direct drive. But going forward, the next Gran Turismo is going to be direct drive. All of your racing games going forward is going to be direct drive. Now, I play a lot of EA Sports WRC now, and I've been playing that on the Thrustmaster TGT2 as well as my Fanatec DD Pro. And I'll tell you guys, the ultimate control that you have on the DD Pro versus what you have on the TGT2, you're going to want that direct drive experience, man. You absolutely want that direct drive experience for rally games, man. So if rally is your thing, definitely pre-order this thing immediately. You definitely want to get this. You definitely want this on your rig, and you definitely definitely want to start improving your racecraft as soon as possible. You'll notice the subtle differences very quickly when you switch from belt driven over to freaking to direct drive. And if you're a Logitech G923 owner or any of that, and you're used to that True Force, this is definitely an incredible upgrade path for you as well, because, you know, Logitech, the G-Force, the G Pro, that thing's kind of expensive, man. It's like $1,200 for the PlayStation version, so you can definitely undercut that for half the price and get the Thrustmaster that is essentially going to have, you're going to feel right at home with that tactile feeling. You're going to get a 300 millimeter rim and the pedals. So yeah, I kind of feel like Logitech shot themselves in the foot by going so big in the console space, but also it gives you that opportunity to go higher and pay that higher price. I mean, those Logitech G Pro pedals look incredible, and the G Pro itself with True Force, definitely an option, guys. But if you're more on a budget and you want that ecosystem, that bigger ecosystem that Thrustmaster has, absolutely pre-order this thing and fully enjoy this. So, all right, my friends, I got to get to work, so I'm going to leave you with this video, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.